So I think it was Jazz Metal Audiophile on Instagram and YouTube. Please follow him. That commented on my last video about my records, my last record review. Dude, why aren't there any great CDs out there? What's going on with the CD world? And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I do come across a lot of amazing sounding CDs, but it's you got to be a little, pick and choose, right? As you guys know, I love my records. I have a ton of them. I do still buy CDs, however. Why? Because of the following reason. I don't want to be beholden to Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Qobuz. I want to have a physical product. And frankly, in many cases, I believe the CD will trounce any of those high-res streaming sites, even if it's MQA or whatever, on the setup that I have. And last but not least, and probably most importantly, many of the CDs that I buy physically, they're not available on LP. So let's get started. Christy Moore, right? Irish singer-songwriter, perfect case in point. I don't believe any of this is out on vinyl anywhere. If it is, new to me, feel free to post and comment below. Wonderful, gorgeous music. He's been around forever. Beautiful compositions. Phenomenal songwriting. Just gorgeous, gorgeous music. Give it a shot. Skip James today. This is actually a Chad Kassem recommendation. Of course, you can get it on, I think Pure Pleasure released this. Cut by Kevin Gray on analog, if I'm not mistaken. All analog. But the record's hard to get these days. Obviously, it's completely out of print. This CD sounds fantastic. Absolutely great sound. Came out on the Vanguard label. And, fantastic CD. Worth checking out. Not expensive. $10, $15. Definitely great. I mean, Skip James and blues. Come on. You got to give it a try. Next up, my favorite, Michele Jonas. This is Chanson Francaise. So if you guys recall one of my very first videos, if I'm not mistaken, in fact, I think so, I recommended his album on double LP that was recorded in a Parisian nightclub. But that was from the 80s. This is from 2007. Absolutely great music. One of the great French singers, songwriters, chansonniers, as the French would say. Fantastic music, very, very well recorded. If you're into, the French sort of contemporary sound, French contemporary music, and male singer, songwriter, check this out. Absolutely fantastic release. I wish it was more popular here in the US, but, what can I say? Of course, an audiophile favorite, released by Chad Kassem and Analog Productions. You can never go wrong. In SACD, no less. Amused to Death, the great Roger Waters. Absolutely fantastic. If you don't have the record, get the CD. If you have the CD, get the record. They are just so well done. And the music's obviously, it's something you kind of listen to from a perspective of, hey, I can't quite put it in, I don't know what to put it in genre-wise. Very sort of avant-garde-ish in some ways and fashion. But nonetheless, very entertaining. Great, great music. Check it out. Awesome. It's still in print, right? That's the thing, unlike your records that go in and out of print. This is still in print. Rickie Lee Jones, The Devil You Know. Fantastic, very minimalist, very well recorded, beautiful CD. If you care for Rickie Lee Jones, this came out on Concord Music or Concord Records. Again, not available on vinyl to my knowledge, so check it out. Absolutely fantastic. I use this often for, voicing, listening to new amps or, CD players or digital that comes in and out, evaluating the system. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, this is a favorite. Also a Chad Kassem recommendation. This is a Chessmates reissue, Jazz in the Space Age. So this is one of those classic 60s, early 60s stereo, not really a stereo demonstration disc, although it can be used as such. But definitely, if just from the title and the looks of it, Jazz in the Space Age, the great George Russell and his orchestra with Bill Evans on piano. I tell you, you find this on CD, sounds amazing. This particular release does. The LP in mono and stereo, very hard to find, very hard to come by. But if you do find it, grab it. Phenomenal. Last but not least, two releases from a great Norwegian jazz pianist. I caught him at a, well, not him, his music, I should say, at a hi-fi show a couple of years ago, and I've been glued to him since then. And the record that they were, or the CD they were playing was Bugge Wesseltoft and Henrik Schwartz as a duo, and just fantastic, man. I gotta tell you, not jazz, well, jazz popish sort of contemporary electronic music is what I would quantify this record or album as being. You can definitely taste the taste the dynamic range on your equipment. Fabulous sounding CD, very well mastered, very well produced, absolutely gorgeous to listen to, and fun, right? I mean, you can just tell just from the cover, the two laughing at each other, with each other. Great, great CD. And then his other CD, which is called Somewhere in Between, also Bugge Wesseltoft. And this is a dual LP. There, I said it. I knew I would say it. Dual CD. Very different style from the one before. Much more mellow, much more laid back. Still, you can tell some of the electronic influences. And, again, Bugge Wesseltoft. Absolutely fantastic. So, there you have it, folks. Couple of CDs for you to listen to look at, to find. Maybe you have some of them already in your catalog. And thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.